What's so great about being a limited partner? I mean, it even has the word limited in it, which is, well, kind of limiting, right? Oh no, you are so wrong. In this video, I want to talk to you about the 11 reasons why it's awesome to be a limited partner. And if you stick around to the end, I'll reveal the one thing you need to know before you become one. Hi, I'm Dan, and I'm on a mission to help immigrant professionals grow their wealth passively through real estate. If you want to get a copy of my passive real estate investing guide, click down below in the description. Now back to the video. There are two primary roles in a real estate syndication. There's the general partner and the limited partner. Now I've been both, so I have pretty good insight into this. In case you don't know, a real estate syndication is basically a way to pool investors' money together to purchase a large investment property. I created a video that explains the concept. If you want to watch it, just click up here. A general partner is also known as a sponsor, and they're the ones who actually find an investment opportunity, they acquire it, they manage it, and they eventually sell it to another investor. They do the work, they bring the experience, and so on. And this syndication approach can be applied to many kinds of investments, not just apartment complexes, but also retail strip malls, warehouses, you name it. I'll be doing a separate video about what a general partner or a sponsor does in the future, so stay tuned. A limited partner is somebody that brings their own money to an investment. That money is pooled together with the money of other limited partners to be able to buy a large investment property. Now let's dive into those 11 reasons of why it's amazing to be a limited partner. Number one, it allows you to invest in areas with great promise. Perhaps you live in an area where the cost of a single family home is just way too high. For example, perhaps you're in the Bay Area or in some other large city where home prices are really out of reach, especially if you want to turn that into a rental. So the numbers might not even work anyway. Or perhaps you live in an area where growth is very slow, or there isn't a really good outlook in terms of demographics and population growth, etc. in the future that you kind of want to avoid. In either one of these situations, going the limited partner route is a great strategy. Number two, you don't have to manage the property yourself. No late night phone calls about an overflowing toilet, no resident issues that you're going to have to deal with. You're really relying on a general partner that's going to hire a professional property management company that's going to take care of all those things. You can rest sound asleep knowing that professionals are taking care of these issues and really maintaining the property at its peak level. Number three is diversification. Syndications allow you to diversify in many ways, and not just with asset class. So for example, like I mentioned, apartment complexes or strip malls or warehouses. You could also diversify in terms of geography, like maybe properties in Florida versus properties in Texas. You could also diversify by investing in syndications with several different operators. There's a lot of different ways to diversify, which is another strong suit of syndications. Number four, you can free up your time to do what's important to you. You may be a very busy professional who all their hours are focused on their one profession, the thing they know really well. Or perhaps you're somebody that all the free time you have, you want to spend with family and take vacations, and that's totally fine. Whatever your reason, being a limited partner frees up your time to be able to do what you want while others are managing the real estate investment. Number five is scale. Syndications allow you to acquire investments that are much larger than what you could do on your own. This lets you participate in a much higher level of real estate investing, substantially above a single family home. With apartment complexes, you name it. There's a lot of variety in a lot of different areas where you can get involved with the syndication model. These kinds of real estate investments can be very lucrative, and they're something that you probably couldn't do on your own. Number six is liability. If you're already wealthy, making more money is often in second place behind making sure you don't lose any money. As a limited partner, your liability is limited to the amount of money you put into that investment. This is a huge attraction for those with very high net worth because it's a safe investment and they keep you shielded from the risk that you might have, say, if you had your own properties that you owned. Number 7 is lack of desire. Maybe you're so busy with your job or perhaps spending time with family that you have no desire to manage real estate. Or the idea of investing in real estate is attractive, but you have no desire to be an active real estate investor. So being a limited partner is a great option. Number 8, can't find a deal. Say you're an active real estate investor and you're just not able to find a profitable investment. Maybe none of the deals you're looking at are penciling out. Maybe brokers aren't calling you back. Who knows? General partners that specialize in the asset class that you're looking at often have relationships and experience that can bring to bear to be able to find opportunities that you just couldn't find yourself. Number 9, it's much easier than being an active investor. Being an active investor takes a lot of work. You're analyzing properties, you're making offers, you're acquiring properties, you're arranging financing, you're managing the property. It's just a lot. And having experience in doing this really helps. Being a limited partner means you focus on analyzing the general partner and the property that they're presenting to you. It is some work to do this, but much less work than it is to be an active investor. Number 10, professionals will outperform the amateur any day of the week. They can find better, more profitable deals, they can buy much larger deals, and they can run them much more effectively than, say, somebody that's doing this on the weekends, for example. And finally, number 11, you get to utilize leverage. So what kind of leverage am I talking about? One is you can leverage the knowledge of that sponsor, the ability for them to do market research and really understand their markets. You get to leverage the team they've built, the relationships they've built across their entire network. You get to leverage the access that they have to the different deals that are in the market. You get to leverage their financial strength. You get to leverage their capital and the capital of other limited partners together to make an investment. So leverage is a huge word in this, and this is something that is probably one of the biggest reasons why it makes sense to be a limited partner. So you stuck around, so kudos to you. But I don't believe in just sharing what's awesome without also sharing one key consideration you need to make sure you understand before you get involved in a real estate syndication. And that consideration is liquidity. What I mean by that is, how easy is it to get your money back out once it's inside? Putting your money in a real estate syndication essentially locks that money into that property for what could be 3 to 6 years, 7 years, depending on the business plan of that property. So if you're looking at this as a long-term investment, then there should be really no issue at all. If you're looking at this as a short-term thing, maybe 3 to 6 months, I just wouldn't even get involved. You have to have that long-term mindset, knowing that your money will be locked away in the investment with the idea of getting a big return at the end. But it's got to be in that investment that whole time. So that's it. I hope you feel now confident about knowing what a limited partner is and especially why it's so great to be one. If you have any questions or comments, just put them down below in the description. And I do encourage you to watch my real estate syndication video that explains what that is exactly. You can click on the link at the end of this video. So thank you very much for being here today. And I look forward to seeing you next time on the Immigrant Wealth channel.